Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we're working on pulling out some of our stuff from its winter storage here. So we just got our 6030 fired up here, and then we're gonna move our light plant here out of the way because we're actually trying to use the bale grinder that's behind it because we need to grind a little more ground or shell corn up for our cows here since we didn't quite have enough made from ourselves. We're gonna buy some. So we're gonna work on getting these two things out, and then we're gonna grab our semi too. So the place where we're at right here is just down the road a little ways from our place. So we actually rent this stuff out. So we have like this shed here, and then we have like a little lean-to part here that has our front mower, and then also one of our bigger manure pumps here. And then we also have this shed right here that has a lot of the chopping stuff in it. Like it has all the silage trucks, semi, baler, merger, the back part of the mowers, and a lot of that stuff there. So we decided that we're gonna leave the semi in there because we were thinking maybe we could maybe haul some stuff because the ground's actually like really dry right now, but we figured it'd be better off. It's supposed to rain tomorrow. Just leave it parked in there for now because we have a decent amount hauled out of the pit. So Dad should be coming down the road here quick. He's got the 6030 there. So like I said, we're gonna grind some corn here because we didn't quite have enough from our own stuff. So we're gonna buy some stuff. So we're gonna take that back, and then we gotta put some different screens in for dry corn and stuff. So I'll show you when we're working on that here at some point. The fact that we brought this tractor and the grinder back from where we store our winter stuff makes it feels like spring's starting to actually come here, because that's normally a part of spring now. We always start bringing a lot of our stuff back home, so that way it's good to go for the rest of the summer. So that's just a sign of spring. Maybe it might be here. So we got this open up, our grinder here. So basically, just to explain how this works, is we have a whole bunch of they almost look like knives out of like a hay bind, but they're all bolted in here, and then this spins, and then the corn comes in, and then it pushes it through the screens along the side. And then the corn gets through there, then it gets blown up and out the thing. So these are really big, and when it's moisture, the corn's got a lot more moisture in it. This is fine, but we're gonna have dry corn, so that has to get ground up a lot finer. So this is what's in here, and then you kind of have a dramatic change down this, but this is about 1/2 inch and this is 1/4 inch. So that's what we're going to be switching to. So we have to take there's plates here, and then here that we have to take apart, and then this should fall right out. So we're going to work on doing that here over the next couple days. Before we got too distracted doing other things, my dad actually when I put these new screens in, it probably took like 30 minutes here. So the new screens are put in there, so this should be pretty much ready to go. We gotta grease the PTO shaft and stuff, otherwise this is pretty much ready to go. So now we're gonna go work on the next project for the day. So next project for the day here is we're down in one of our fields here that's just down the road from the farm, and we have this forest, or not even a forest really, but a little woods that we have around, it's kind of in the middle of the field. We have more field on that side, then it goes kind of around here. So what we're gonna work on here is cut some of the trees that we have pulled out of the tree line here down. We worked on the other side earlier this winter, so we're just gonna work on cutting some more of this up, so that way by the time it's spring, all this is cleaned up. We're down here, I guess, so we could talk about the tile that we put in this field. So if you guys remember I had a video end of summer last fall where we tore up the road and brought tile line across the road, kind of down where my dad is in the skid loader. So we did that, and then in the winter here, we worked on tiling some more of the field here. We got some stuff that comes all the way up to here, and then we did a lot more stuff down by the road over there. So just figured I'd update you guys on kind of what we have going on here in this field. So it's the next day here, so cut for about an hour and a half, so we got up to about here. So we started the road, so it's kind of a little bit hard kind of cutting this sometimes. So what we're doing right now is we're not cutting all the small pieces, we're just kind of cutting off all the brush and stuff. That's what we got here left over, and then we're just cutting it into bigger, somewhat sizable logs that he can move around the skid loader and stuff. Because what we use this wood for is we burn up in our farm with the wood stove to work on. It helps heat the shop and other parts of the farm, but we have so much up there considering that hopefully winter's almost over here. We're not gonna eat a whole lot more for this year, so we're just stacking it in the side of the woods here so that way we can come back down and grab it next year when we want to use it. So we're gonna work on cutting here for a little bit longer until it gets dark out. So it's starting to get dark here, so this is kind of where we'll probably end up quitting here. So we got almost all this side done here, and then we just gotta do around this part of the woods here, because everything from like here that way on the other side's done. So we're probably about 2/3 done with all the wood we have to cut. So it's Saturday morning here, and normally a Saturday maybe is supposed to be a little bit more relaxing, but we had some pretty big issues last night, so all of our stuff is obviously powered by electricity. It's been like really windy. It was really windy yesterday, and as you can see, the fans are not supposed to be moving at all, but it's windy enough where they're spinning really fast, and so it was like 60 to 80 mile per hour winds last night, and it was windy enough where it knocked power out. And so we didn't have power on the farm for almost 5 hours, and obviously with that coming, you don't have the robots working, and so the cows couldn't be milked for over 5 hours. So now we're really trying to play catch up, because here's a number to kind of show you how far behind. So normally this is like under 10 cows, and we're at 114. So that is just shows how many animals are really far behind. So red means that they are really far beyond being milked. And I got another screen I can show you that shows how far behind. But like, this is how much milk we've produced per cow over the last like 24 hours, and like 86 is what the lower end of what it should be. And then this just shows we're almost, that's how far below we are. We're like 4,000 pounds below where milk we should be. So we really need to work on getting caught up here. What we're trying to do is, since we're really far behind and it could take like hours to get all these animals through here and milked, is that we're trying to help keep animals pushed through, so that way they're not like taking forever to get into the robot rooms. And then we're also trying to like work on doing the ones that are farthest out from being milked or that haven't been milked in the longest time, so that way we can focus on the ones that need to get milked the most, and then we like work our way down. So we're working on, as you can see, because this is the gate, so all the animals that want to get milked have to come to this gate, and either they get sorted and come in this pen, or they get out. As you can see, there's plenty of animals that want to come in here, but since we're trying to sort everything out, we have the gate turned off, so that way we can manually get the ones we want in here for now. So it's quite the process here. So I'm up in our office now where we have our computers for the robots and stuff. So this list here just shows where all the animals are that are really far out, and obviously right now we have a bunch. Normally it's like you can scroll down like this much and you have all the animals, but you could scroll down quite a ways and you still are all red. So that's, red means really bad. So like these numbers right here show how long it's been since the last time a cow's been milked. So anything that's 20 is extremely bad. We've had a couple up here that were like 23. We milked a lot of the far ones out. That's why we're trying to focus on ones that are like really far, like these two right here are in the back getting ready to get milked. So that's just what we're kind of focusing on. So it's gonna probably take at least 24 hours before we're completely caught back up, because that's just how far behind we are. I have this generator here. I've talked about this in previous videos, but we've got this all set up and ready to run, so that way we can power the barn here if we ever lose power like this again, because this is the worst we've ever really had it since it was out for 5 hours. Normally it's like only like 2 hours. So we're just waiting for our electrician to come out and get all the wires and stuff hooked up. So he's gonna be out here next week to get everything wired up. As you can see, I'm pretty sure this right here is stuff that he had to do to get stuff ready. So it's just a matter of him coming out here and getting this wired up, and then we should be able to have this ready to go, so that way we don't ever have this happen again. So currently it's 7:37 p.m. So we've had our power back for 14 and a half hours here. So I just figured I'd give you an update and what's going on. So our number of red cows is down to 4, so that's really good. That's where it should be. Obviously this number right here of yellow cows is way higher than we normally want. Like 30 is sometimes a lot, so this is really high yet. And then as you can see, all this is red, so this is all bad still. So we're up to 82 now, which we were down at times down in like the 70s, so that's good. We're getting that back up. 86 is below average of where we should have been. We've had days where we were in the 90s, so getting that way closer. And then this is down from where it should be, but it's at least getting closer. Than all this stuff over here is basically how well it attaches. So, or that's what some of this. So this one is how well it gets all the teats, and then this one is how much the robot has been not milking. And obviously, since the robot was shut down for 5 hours without power, that number is really high. And then this is how long it takes the robot to attach to a cow. So that's just been really high here lately. So we're slowly recovering, but it'll probably take another 12 hours or so to get everything back to normal.